What is going on? What is going on, guys?
What's up,
So,
brother?
Ross, how you doing,
Yeah,
buddy?
nah, nothing much. Alive and blessed. Alive and blessed. Letting everybody in. Who's C1233255?
That is Kennedy Wolfram.
Okay, Kennedy. Great. And would you mind coming off of, unless you're at work, would you mind coming on camera, just so we can see who we're talking to?
Yep.
My man, my man. Yeah. How's everybody's Monday going so far?
Slow.
Ah, that's no bueno. That's no bueno, but that's why you're out there hitting the pavement.
That's right.
Hold on. Okay, problem.
I have a question while you're like,
There we go. I'm letting everybody in. Shoot. Wait. Adam had his hand up first, so I got him.
You can
Yeah,
go ahead,
my
Abraham.
bad.
You can go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I do want to role play, but I just had a quick question before you start getting people to role play. Is it okay?
About
Is it
tonality?
okay? Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, this call is want to make sure.
Yeah, I'll practice. I'll role play and practice with you, man. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'll wait for Adam first, and then
Wait,
put
what's
my
your
hands
question?
up.
What's your question about it?
Are you sure? Because I know this is tonality.
Oh yeah, because I mean, I could choose to not answer it if it's not about tonality. So
Yeah, it's not about tonality. That's why I'm wondering if I can ask the question.
yeah, let me make sure, just because I want to respect everybody that took the time to come here for tonality.
Yes.
That we tackle that, and then if we have time, we can make sure that we get around.
Cool. Let me put my hand up because I want to role play as well.
Sweet. What's going on, Adam?
Hey, Rhodes. I want to do a little rundown on. I'm running into a little problem where I'm asking too obvious of a question a lot of times, and just got off the call with Will, and he gave me some advice about mirroring the questions, maybe switching them up a little bit. But I haven't tried that with tonality yet, so maybe I can give it a quick run on situations.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Abraham, do you mind being the prospect so I can just listen and focus in?
Yeah, I'll be excited to. Of course.
You are the man.
So Abraham, you're sweating. I sell air conditioners. I walk in the house, your face is red, you're sweaty, and there's a bunch of urgency already built up on your end. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna run it back to situation and ask you about your current situation, what's going on with it. Okay.
Okay.
So Abraham, I seen one of our technicians was out here and he explained I guess pretty frustrated with the situation going on. House is kind of hot. So I'm gonna ask you some questions here if you don't mind, just to make sure I'm including stuff that you do and care about and matter to you in the presentation. Do you like the current AC that you had before it broke down, or how do you feel about
it? No, I mean, I don't like it right now because I'm just gonna go on with it. Yeah, I don't like it right now because it broke down. So
Well, of course, no one likes being hot. I mean, I understand that. I guess what I'm asking is, did you like it for the last 10 or 12 years? You mentioned you've had the air conditioner.
yeah, it's been running fine. At least I think so.
Okay. And anything specific you liked about it?
Went down to 74 degrees and when I needed it to, and it
Okay,
shuts off right when it's on there, and it'll turn on if it goes above 74. So
okay,
it works good. Yeah.
okay, understandable. So, I mean, I guess you've been having a company service your AC for the last few years. Is that accurate to say?
Sorry, say it again.
You've had another company servicing your AC before? Because I know this is your first time using us, but have you had a company servicing your AC for the last few years? Or
No, actually, no, I haven't.
okay, and why is that exactly, do you think?
I
Okay,
didn't know
pause.
that.
Yeah, okay.
He's in
Ab-
problem awareness.
yeah, no, but I mean, Abraham, like, tonality wise, how'd you feel during that conversation?
Um, it felt a little natural, and um, like I think there was like one question where it kind of felt like it was
Salesy?
a tactic. Yeah, it felt like it was a little more of a tactic on one of the questions. Like I
Which
could tell
question?
you're trying to sell me. It was
Which
right after.
question?
I think it was right after the like. Um, but it felt kind of obvious where you were like, uh, the servicing of the AC unit. I forgot what you said exactly.
Have you had a
Yeah.
company servicing it for the last years?
Yeah. Um, I think it was the question after that. Why not though, or something like that.
Right,
Okay.
right,
Yeah, that one. Where it's like, okay,
right. Yeah,
like
I'm
I don't
trying
know
to
any.
hold you a little accountable on like, see, I'm trying to mirror the what have you been doing to change your situation question. But the problem is the situation never needed changing. So I'm gonna have to improvise on the fly a lot. So I'm losing a lot of efficiency on the whole memorizing my questions
Yeah,
because I'm having to improvise a lot.
yeah. I think you should just. I think you should just memorize the questions. That's it.
Yeah. What now for me, there were certain parts in like you were going down, right? You were going down your script, um, which isn't a bad thing in my opinion. There were just some times where I was like, oh, that stood out. Um, say your problem question one more time to him. Ask him it.
Uh, well, I haven't really made any really problem questions yet because I
I
know
mean,
his AC is broken.
yeah, you know his AC is broken and he called you for a reason. But
Right,
what would be your first problem awareness question? Just so we can hear it. Because you asked when there, but now consciously, let's ask it.
right. So how long has your AC been down, Abraham?
No, that's like a
Situation
situation
more.
question. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's such a gray line, you know, such a gray area. So
It's your
What
I
would
guess
do you like question? That's your problem awareness.
yeah, that's your
okay,
problem awareness question. The do you like one? So like
okay,
ask him the one that you would like your go-to problem awareness question.
okay. So the AC you've been using for the last 10 to 12 years, like you mentioned, do you like that type of system you've had, or what would
All
you
right.
change about it if you could?
Well, you just combined two questions. So like I think we found it because the two truth questions is a question on its own.
Okay,
The what would you change about it if you could? Now the problem awareness question, it's a common issue that a lot of us make. I mean, do when we're asking it. What what we'll do is well we'll ask him like this. Yeah, Abraham, the AC that has worked for the last 10, 12 years. Do you like it? Or Abraham, the AC that has been working for the last 10 or 12 years. Do you like it? Now that when you ask it that fast, a lot of times what you'll induce is a knee-jerk reaction. Yeah. So what I
almost every time.
recommend, yeah. So what I recommend is like it's all connected. The entire structure is connected. So one part of it strengthens the next. So the situation question, I'm I'm gonna talk to you, Abraham. I'm gonna ask you the questions and you tell me how you feel afterwards. All right.
Okay. This is gonna be AC.
AC, yeah. Let's keep
All right.
AC. So
Okay.
I'm in the house, right? Let's just start with the
Awareness.
situation question.
Oh,
Yeah,
situation. Okay.
yeah. Or you know what? Let's go to connecting, and you tell me how you feel.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Hey Abraham, it's just Road from XYZ Cooling. How's it going
Ah, man. It's trying to get out of trouble. Really.
today? Like, what do you mean get out of trouble?
It's AC, man. It's just driving me nuts.
Oh yeah, okay. And just curious, like, what's going on with it? What had you call us out here today?
I just went on Angie's list and I got a bunch of quotes. So I've got a couple guys coming. And
Okay,
yeah,
and you said you went on Angie's list.
yeah.
Okay, and how long have you kind of been looking for possible help with your AC?
Well, AC's been out for like 2 days, man. So it's been kind of hot.
Oh wow, wow. And I'm just curious, like, um, do you know what kind of caused it to go out, or is this like an ongoing thing that normally happens?
Oh no, I have no idea. I think like one of your guys said come out first to like diagnose it. I thought it was just like a maintenance issue. I ended up having to get it replaced. So I guess it's the coils.
The coils. What makes you think it's the coils?
And then some other guy said it. I don't
Oh,
know.
okay, okay. And are you? I'm just curious. How many people have came out here?
Uh, not that many. I mean, I think it was from your company. Like some guy named Juan came by and just went to troubleshoot it, and then you came by after to help me out with the new one.
Wait, pause. I'm lost. What type of
That's normally
prospect
what
you are?
happens. So they usually have come out, they troubleshoot it, and then they
Yeah.
send a sales rep out after.
Right. Me and Abraham were going over this before the call. That's why he's pretty aware.
Oh yeah, because like to me, I got confused because one minute you said quotes, and then now my other guy is
Yeah,
out
no, I'm
here.
getting quotes later, but some other guy came by and said that I needed
So,
to replace it.
yeah, we came out, diagnosed, condemned the unit. Now he's shopping for quotes because he knows he needs a replacement through us.
Oh, okay, so
Make sense?
okay, because yeah, I was just like that was weird. All
Sorry
right,
about that.
so it's okay, it's okay.
That was going good though.
Yeah, so okay, so I'm gonna go back to the quotes. So you said our last guy came out and he condemned it,
Yeah,
and
yeah, technically, yeah.
okay, and how long did you have that AC? Just I'm curious.
I think it was like 8 or 10 years. I forgot.
Oh wow, oh
Yeah.
wow, yeah. And like besides it going out on you, like these last 8 or 10 years, did it give you any problems?
No, it runs when it's supposed to run. I think. I guess. I just don't
Okay,
know. Yeah,
okay. In these last 2 days, and you said you were in trouble. I'm just curious. Could
it's
you walk
hot,
me through?
man. It's hot.
Okay, yeah, but like besides it being hot, like what else is going on?
Man, we're sweating.
Where?
We're sweating.
Where is it? You
Oh,
and
my family, me and my family. I got my wife and my kids. So,
oh, that sounds tough. How's your wife dealing with this heat?
she's the one that told me to do this ASAP. So, yeah.
Oh man, and like how many when you say ASAP though, like suppose you actually like let me take a step back, right? What are you actually looking for though in a like new AC system? Like,
Oh, I just want an AC that works, man. I just need to get it replaced. I mean, it's kind of unexpected.
yeah, but
So,
what happens if have you considered what happens if you get it replaced and then you're kind of in the same spot like 3 or 6 months from now and you need to get somebody to come back out again to do this all over again?
yeah, that would stink. Yeah, that wouldn't be ideal situation.
Why?
Man, because I just spent money and I gotta spend it all over again.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, understandable, right? And just to understand, are you looking for like the cheapest system, or are you looking for an AC system that actually like lasts long and keeps the
Well, I
highest
want
that
I want a good installation. I want a good installation, a good system that works. I mean, I don't want
okay.
anything from China or something like that. I want something that's like good quality.
Oh, okay. Okay. Because
Sure.
I was gonna tell you right now, if you were looking for the cheapest option out there, then it probably wasn't gonna be us, right? But if you did want a cooling system that lasted and didn't break down and didn't need you to have it serviced like every 6 to 12 months, that's something we could definitely explore. In
Okay.
like, okay, pause. How'd that feel for you?
That was amazing, Road. Appreciate
That was
that.
great, Rhodes.
No, but like I'm talking about, I appreciate you guys, but tone wise, did you feel resistance?
No, it felt really flowy, no
Felt like you're his buddy.
resistance. It was good.
Okay. Now, like, um, full caveat, I don't know shit about ACs, right? So I'll just spitballing. But certain things just didn't, in my mind, didn't make sense to ask at that moment,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Yes.
so, because he just said I'm hot, right? So I'm
Right,
not gonna ask him, do you like? He has nothing right now,
Yeah.
right,
right? So, like for you, because you're in the home, usually they have a full-on problem,
Yeah.
right? That needs like immediate
right. It's like an
urgency.
elephant
Urgency
in
is
the
already
room.
there. You don't
Yeah,
even have to say why now. It's like, I
yeah,
need this.
Right.
Yeah.
yeah. So just have that conversation with them as if you're talking to a buddy, right? Like, yeah, well, and then just go from there. So I think for you, what you want, well, for all of us, what I recommend is moving away from certain tactical things, like do any PQ, right? Do any PQ, but at the same time, have any PQ like built around you,
Adapt.
right? Where we're not asking certain questions just to ask them because like we can, because that
Right,
may add confusion to the actual
right.
situation.
I think
And
that's
you
what's been happening.
and you know your tonality, like you know like how you speak, you know what you're wanting to get across. So as long as you can get it across and it makes sense in your brain, it also comes out confidently when you're asking. So
Right,
with now for everybody else, the reason why I wanted to hear the problem awareness question is because a lot of times um, that question is like the setup for everything else, because we need to hear you, or you need to think about, yeah, I don't like this. This is actually bullshit. So what's important is you combine it with the length of time. So let's say your AC was just on the fritz, right? It wasn't broken. Um, it would
right.
just be like, yeah, and Abraham. Now, watch how I'm saying it. In Abraham, like you you dealing with this on and off air conditioning problem for the last like 2 years. I'm just curious, do you like, right? Like, well, I should have paused before the like, do you do you like the current XYZ you have now? Now, the reason why that's so important to do before you ask that is because we want them to really think about what we're asking them. Because if you just ask, yeah, do you like knee jerk? But if you seem a little just, I don't want,
Skeptical.
yeah, skeptical or just, yeah, like, I mean,
Right,
and
right.
you can do it with anything. Yeah. And Adam, like, uh, I guess you've been like this XYZ. Let's say it's my working a job. Yeah, this job you've had for the last, or you've been a firefighter for the last like 6 years, do you like what you currently do for a living? It just emphasizes where like they're literally just like, what the fuck is he about to say? What is
Give them time. Yeah.
yeah, and now they're thinking about it like, shit, do I like this? And then
Right.
if they say yeah, then you know you can just go down the script and hit them to truth. They say no. Oh, what don't you like about it? But it needs to be inquisitive so it doesn't feel like it's a tactic. Make sense to everybody?
It does. It does make a lot of sense. Yeah, definitely, Rhodes. Thanks, bud. I'm gonna go back and listen to this recording like 20 fucking times. Or sorry for the language. I forgot we're live.
It's all good, bro. It's all good.
Sweet. Appreciate it, my man.
How
Appreciate
often
you.
we should pause? How often we
Pause.
should pause? Yes, how often?
It
According to
really-
you?
Yeah, it really depends on you because you can overpause, right? But the reason
Yeah,
why it's so
true.
important to pause during the problem awareness question is because we want them to think. Like, and that's why neutrality isn't so much about like you just possibly probably does. It's really so that when you're not neutral or like when you're less neutral, they notice. It's like, oh shit, why did he emphasize that? Or why did he pause there? It's like a social cue for them to think, where it's like, this is important. That's why one of the most important places that you will pause for tonality is the problem awareness and the consequence. Right? Because if you ask somebody during consequence, I'll say it two ways. Just like, watch this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, Abraham, like, what happens if you don't do anything about this and the bills keep going up? Now that's very knee jerky, right? Where they're thinking so fast, but yeah, and I mean, Abraham, what happens if you don't do anything about this though, and you continue paying these overpriced bills and you aren't able to put away enough money to send your daughter to private school? Like, what are you gonna do then? Do you see how it was that a certain cadence to it? So I speed up to slow down, right? Yeah, but what happens if you don't do anything about this though, and things continue to go how they go, and this only gets worse? What are you gonna do then?
So you challenge people in this way.
Yeah, because it's a soft challenge. But at the same time, it gets them to think, right? Where it's like, yeah, but like you can do it with anything. Have you considered what would happen if you don't do anything about this though, and this only gets worse? Now you think. Make sense? Oh, I skipped Abraham. I know Abraham had a question. I'm sorry, bro.
So I just wanted to role play problem awareness and solution awareness.
Sweet.
But before I do that, I don't know if Joel has a question or if he wants to role play. Maybe
No,
questions
I
are
was-
faster.
I was going to jump in and role play after you, bud. All good.
Okay,
I'll be,
cool.
I'll be,
Let's do this.
I'll be a
I'm
prospect.
excited.
Sweet, even better. Appreciate you, Joel.
Let's
Okay.
go.
Cool. So I'll start with my first problem awareness. So Joel, do you like paying San Diego Gas and Electric?
I mean, who does really? Right? Let's be honest.
What don't you like about them?
I just don't like paying bills in general. But you know, it's just expensive.
Well, why for you personally? Why don't you like paying SDG&E?
I'd rather just spend it on having a good time, you know. But life is life, and there's bills you gotta pay.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I guess just to see the rationale behind you, like maybe checking out solar. I mean, why, besides like wanting to spend your money on leisure instead of your bill. I mean, why check out solar instead of just, staying where you're at and doing what you've been doing with San Diego Gas and Electric?
I mean, I just really want some more information, right? Like, I hear everyone now just going solar. I can save money on my bills and stuff. So I was just curious.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Pause. Yeah, Paul, yeah. No, pause. Yeah, he those are some like looky loos. That's a
Yeah.
good prospect because
Do you want me to be an easier prospect? Sorry, bud.
no,
No,
don't,
it's good.
right?
It
Yeah,
helps
train
with the
hard.
tonality.
Yeah, train hard, so that we can go into battle easy with the prospects. That's perfect. Because did you hear yourself when he was like being difficult? You're like, oh yeah, okay.
No, I didn't hear myself.
Yeah. It was
I
like
didn't hear
this.
myself.
No, it was like this.
I think you were
Uh.
reading my mind, like in the back
Oh,
of my head, I'm
okay.
saying crap.
Yeah.
He can sense it. Wow. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I mean, he can
That's crazy.
yeah, but like,
Especially your
That's
body language
crazy.
as well, though.
yeah,
Yeah.
like
Wow.
you can hear like he was throwing you curveballs because it came out in what you were saying,
Wow.
right?
Okay.
Like a lot of times, how we say it also becomes a visual cue for the people, and you also deal with people visually in their home, so
Yeah.
that's something that I would recommend be very mindful about.
Okay.
So there is never a wrong answer to a question the prospect gives you. Like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, because if they give it to you, hey, they're still engaging. It's just how do we communicate to them is all good because so we get low resistance. But what he did was what he did was very good because it in my mind it like punched you in the gut.
Yeah.
Right? Like you're good already. However, like we're all here so we can all get better. All right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
I usually get what he's doing in situation questions, which is funny,
That's fine. Right.
or
Like that's
connecting questions. But the fact that he's doing it in problem awareness, I do want to be ready for that because
yeah.
for sure.
I've just been the
See,
prospect I had today. So
yeah. No, that's a normal prospect.
Yeah, that is
for a lot
normal
of people.
Yep.
I say for you, be that guy right now that you are. Like, yeah, okay. Yeah, it's normal. Yeah. So like when you don't seem rattled or frazzled, then they're not getting rattled or frazzled. But if you get
I see.
a certain prospect like him
Yeah.
and they smell blood in the water, like this guy doesn't, he feels a little unnervous. Now they're like, yeah, they do like what he did. Just give me the price. Just give me the price. Yeah, no problems. Yeah, who doesn't like saving money? That's right. Come on, give me the price.
kind of just brush it off.
Yeah. So now you're commoditized, right? So let's just go back upstream to the problem awareness question, like because that question, the way you asked it, it may induce resistance because it may come off as leading. So if
Oh,
you
wow.
heard his question, his answer, who doesn't
Yeah.
like saving?
Yeah.
Or who likes paying bills?
So maybe I shouldn't say, do you like paying SDG&E? Should I just say, do you like SDG&E? Or San Diego Gas and Electric?
why does that matter to him?
I see.
All right, like that matters to you because you sell solar, but why does that
Yeah.
matter to him?
Yeah.
Right. So like what's the problem that you solve?
High tier rates. They don't have anything in writing that makes the bill not go higher than they would like it to. So there's
Okay.
no like limitations. But that's usually in problem awareness. And I say that right after rationale.
No, remember
But-
rationale. Yeah, but like remember rationale is not a problem awareness question. It's in the problem awareness question, but it's really at the end. The rationale question is really just to one, get them to become aware of something they do not you're giving them permission to bitch and moan.
I
Because
see.
if they're telling you that that's why it's called the rationale, right? It's like a cousin to the two truths,
I see.
right? You're basically getting them to tell you another problem besides the problem they already told you.
So I'll just flip it and just say like, so do you have anything in writing with SCG&E that limits them from raising the rates higher than they would like them to?
That could work.
Just
Try that
throw
out,
that in
right?
there. Yeah,
But problem awareness, if the situation question isn't landing, then it becomes
Yeah.
difficult to come up with a problem awareness question that lands. Like that, do you like? Because like it's so general. Do you like paying X, Y, and Z?
yeah.
Abraham, if you ask me that, like, let's be honest, how many people actually know and read a contract?
Yeah.
Uh,
I
I
don't-
got it
I
from
don't know,
Joseph.
true.
That's why
Okay,
I use
okay,
it.
okay.
Yeah. So Joseph Roberry uses that, but he uses it at the door, and I'm trying to
Yeah.
see if I should incorporate it in here. Yeah, because
Yeah.
he uses it as a problem awareness. Like, do you have anything in writing from San Gas and Electric that you might have signed? I don't know, that may
That-
be limiting them from raising the rates higher than you would like them to.
And
Bro,
Joseph
that
does
was great.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
no, but like that's saying, like say it like that, right?
Yeah.
Say it because Joseph.
No, before
remember,
I was just saying it off of like script. Right now I was acting it out.
do that,
Yeah.
right? Like do that because that works. Like, and if Joseph gave that to you, Joseph
Yeah.
literally does $1 million a year door
Yeah.
knocking.
Yeah.
Right.
He just did I just spoke to Brandon because he just signed up to Brandon, did 8 deals and was able to make 145 in 5 days with just NEPQ.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
so like, but what I'm saying for you, because you won't have your script in front of you when you're talking to them in person. Right?
No, no.
Yeah. So
no.
so for
It's
you,
rare. Sometimes I get it on here and I'm able to do a virtual meeting. So it's like 50-50, but I never have my script in front of me anyway.
yeah, bro, you don't have the luxury of that, right?
Yeah.
So for you, if you don't learn this front and back, like in the tonality that you need it to be, so that you can
Yeah.
actually make sales, then when you get inside the home, you're fucked because you
Yeah.
won't have your crutch anymore. Right. So for anybody that actually goes into offices or homes, you don't have the luxury of having your script up. So you have to
So-
do what Jeremy
So
says and memorize.
what's
the
your
shit.
suggestion on the light question?
Exactly how I said, like before, yeah, you need to find a problem beforehand. Like the problem awareness question will not create a problem for you. So
see.
like the problem isn't him. The problem isn't real if it's not in his head already.
Yeah.
Right. Subconsciously. But if you ask me, do you like paying your bills? It's like, well, no, but I gotta pay bills. So what
Yeah,
am I
makes
do about it? Right.
Yeah.
Like, so it may come off to me like you're doing a tactic. Like, why do you ask?
Should I say electrical service maybe?
It's important that
Experience?
it's important that you find a problem beforehand.
Yeah, I
So
see.
like how you said the bills go up and down. And it's like, yeah, how long has that been going on? Oh wow. And like how high could it go? Or how high have you seen it go? X, Y, Z. Oh wow. Okay. And you said this was going on for the last, 2-3 years. Oh,
I see.
man.
Okay.
I mean, these bills going up for the last 2 or 3 years, like, has that had any impact on you? Right? Or like I'm just spitballing here, but you could, because who likes stuff going up and down?
Okay.
All right. So just NEPQ it to solar and then just run with it. Like, yeah, but you need a problem that you can build on.
Yeah. So fluctuating bills or the rates going up. Got it.
Yeah, whatever they tell you, like, yeah, and yeah, like, oh, boom, even better. Jeremy just talked about this. Yeah, these bills going on for the last 2-3 years. Like, do you want to change that? And they say, I mean, yeah, I like to. Well, hold on, but what happens if you don't? right?
Do you
So
want to
can-
change that?
Yeah, do you want to change all that? Like, but it's important because it's like a mini consequence question.
Yeah.
Right. Right. It's like a mini. And like they're like, I mean, yeah, okay. So you have a choice now. You can flip flop the solution, or you can hit him with a mini consequences. Like, yeah, but I mean, what happens if you don't? Well, I'll keep paying all these high bills and da da da. Okay, yeah. So before speaking with me today, what were you doing about actually bringing the bill down so you didn't have to pay
So
unnecessary?
can I replace the do you like question to do you want to change that?
Try it, see what happens. Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Or like, do you? But you don't say like that. Do you want to change that? Like, you come off too eager.
Oh
right?
yeah,
Like,
no, I'll act it out. So like, I guess the last situation question would be like, hey, so do your bills fluctuate like during the summer and the winter months? Does it go up and down? And usually they'll say, yeah, it's because in San Diego they do. Yeah,
okay.
of course they do. And I'll say,
Oh.
okay, do you want to change
Yeah.
that?
You mentioned that first you need to find out how long has it been fluctuating.
Oh,
So
okay.
you need to have them aware of how long it's been going on. How long
Okay.
has this problem been going on? And what's that? Yeah, I mean, gosh, the bills going up the last three years. Like, I mean, do you want to change all that?
Got it.
I'm like, but do you see how I'm looking confused?
Yeah.
I'm using my hands.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody else have a question?
I think Joel wanted to role play.
I
Oh,
was gonna say, do
please.
you want to quickly go through that one more time?
Yeah, do it. Let's see.
Abraham,
Okay.
let's go, bro.
Oh, you want me to go through it one more time? All right, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, well, maybe I'll just start from situation questions to make it
Yeah,
make sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so Joe, what are you currently doing right now to save money on electricity?
I haven't even thought about it, to be honest.
Oh wow. So I mean, with the economy going up and down, like how long do you plan on like not really doing much about it?
I mean, it's a very good question. I do need to look into it. I mean, that's a very good point.
Oh, okay. And like what who's the one paying the electricity bills? That's more
That's me.
logistical kind of. Oh, okay, cool. So do the bills like fluctuate?
Oh,
during the summer and winter months?
absolutely, absolutely, massively.
Wow. And how long has that been going on?
Probably for as long as I can remember, since I've been paying bills.
And so, I mean, you know, the electric bill going up and down and you not really doing much about, you know, the bills shrinking per month. I mean, do you want to change that?
I mean, yeah, absolutely. Like if I can, like honestly, I didn't even think about it, but yeah.
Oh,
definitely.
okay, cool. And just got to ask this because you never know. Do you have anything
Sure.
in writing from San Diego Gas and Electric?
Pause.
Like,
Wait. You had him right.
yeah, I did.
You did, but you started smiling, right?
Don't
When
smile.
when he asked me,
You
do
know what? I didn't
you
notice
want-
myself smiling. And I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
That's like
Yeah.
subconsciously doing it. I'm not looking
Yeah.
at myself. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, because
I gotta practice that a lot.
Yeah,
Jeez,
'cause-
bro. Appreciate that.
yeah, because if you're welcome, because if he says, right, if he says, yeah, I want to change it. First, he said something that your tone, you could bring out more pain. He said that his bills go up. His goes up massively. Gave some
Yeah.
emotion massively.
Oh, I could have said, what do you mean massively? Yeah. I
Yeah,
didn't catch
like,
it.
yeah, like what do you mean? Like how high do they typically go? Now he's getting a tangible thing. Oh, okay, wow. And how long has that been going on?
Yeah.
Oh, this, and this. Oh, okay. I mean, bro, do you actually want to change all that?
Yeah.
Right? And he said, yeah. You started smiling. Now, if you're talking to me, I see salesperson.
Oh, I
It's
see.
like, yeah, it's like, why are you smiling at my pain?
Yeah.
I just said my bills go up massively. Oh, you think you have a sale? You will scare me
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Like, So like the, but if you're gonna go that route, then don't forget if he says, when we say when you ask him, do you want to change all that? It's important that you then ask that many consequence question. Yeah, but
Yeah.
like, I mean, this has been going on for the last 3 years. What happens if you don't?
Okay.
All right. And now you start to help yourself out more, give yourself that crutch where it's like,
Okay.
well, if I don't, I'll keep wasting money, blah, 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 blah. Oh, okay. Before
Got it.
speaking with me today, so you're still on pace.
I see. Okay. Got
Make
it.
sense?
Yeah, it does. You just helped me tremendously. Thanks, Rob.
Sweet. That's why we're here, bro.
Yeah.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Yeah. So with me, I struggle not to be too happy. And
How ironic.
yeah. So I just want to kind of go literally from the top, and then I'll pause it. Probably like midway through problem awareness, maybe solution. But I just want you guys to give me some feedback, because I don't know if I'm being too friendly or if
Well,
I'm
you know what?
sounding too fake.
We need somebody to make you extremely sad, right? So for that, I'm gonna ask Joseph Cobb to come up because he has the Patriots background. I know he's super sad that he's a Patriots fan. So let's would you mind being the prospect, Joseph?
No, I don't mind.
All right, bro. Thanks.
Cool.
Wait, and Joel, like, what do you sell? Just so we understand.
So Amazon,
Oh, you want?
Amazon FBA. So Amazon
Perfect.
programs.
Perfect. So it's like, people like since like a biz op. So people that either they're broke and they want to find a vehicle to make more money, or they have the opposite. They have too much money. They want to put it to work for them.
Exactly.
Yeah. So Joe, you can choose to be either or. And we're just listening for the tonality.
Okay.
Cool.
So I can be either like a 9 to 5 prospect looking to
Hey.
get into. Okay. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna go with that.
Perfect.
Cool. So hey Joseph, how's it going today?
Not too bad. How are you?
Yeah, just staying out of trouble, really. Staying out of trouble. Listen, Joseph, I just want to kind of, I guess, let you know what we do on these calls. It is a quick call. It's just really for me to find out a little bit about, I guess, you know, your background, and just to see if even what we have can actually help you. Right? But I mean, I'm curious. Like, when you went through the ad, like, what was it about the ad that I guess got your attention?
Well, I guess what kind of caught my attention was just saying that it's a niche that's kind of sticking it out in the industry. You know,
Okay.
it's going to be around for a little bit longer. So that kind of hit
Mhm.
me, and it just looked like something I'd be able to get into, I guess.
Be able to get into. Okay, well, what do you do for a living at the moment?
So what I do for a living is I'm a trucker. I do tractor trailer driving. That's what I
So
do.
long hours, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Right. How long have you done that for?
I've done that for about 13 years.
13 years. Wow. 13 years. I mean, do you like the job that you're doing at the moment?
No,
No, what-
definitely not.
Why? What don't you like about it?
Well, I mean, when I did it, I was doing long haul, so I mean, you're just sitting there for 11 hours a day, and you're just driving, you're just alone. So it's just that, and
Yeah.
the health
And
stuff
like,
too.
I mean, you just mentioned health and like all these long hours. Like, I can't even imagine that. But like, has that had, I guess, like an impact on you in any way?
It has, like, I guess,
In what way though?
like confidence a little bit. Like, I don't
Right.
really like being a trucker, and just I wanted to get out. So that's that, and
Right.
and just the amount of time that I don't have any social life pretty much. I mean, I'm working night.
What do you mean pretty, like, no social life?
Well, I work night hours when I
Right.
drive, and I work like over 70 hours. So, I mean, it's just
Wow.
Literally
crazy.
my whole life's in the truck.
That's mad. Joseph, I guess like just so I can understand here, like besides wanting, I guess, to start your own online business, like help me understand what's the main reason why I guess you're looking to start an online business rather than maybe just, I don't know, getting a higher paid job, for example.
All right, pause.
And then pause.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Good way. Good job of plowing through the actual script. Yeah, like you would just bang, 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 bang. Like it didn't come off to me that you were super friendly and it sounded neutral. Like I liked it. I liked it a lot. It was strong. There were certain things that I'd recommend slowing down on at the beginning. But it
I felt
like
myself going fast.
yeah, but it was very good though. In my like for me, it felt like I can follow along. Um, yeah, I'm trying to think. There were certain parts.
So
Oh,
you know the part where I say like the job you have at the moment, do you?
yeah, that was what I was touching on. Like the problem, the first problem awareness question, it felt a little jumbled. Like huh? Like, but you rebounded strong towards the end, and the interruptions, and the verbal pauses. I like the oh, okay, wow, yeah, like that was tonality standpoint, that was spot
Sweet.
on. Yeah,
Sweet. Good stuff. Cool. That's it.
yeah,
I got
yeah,
a bit more
yeah.
confidence now. I appreciate
No,
that.
yeah, good. Yeah, just with the problem awareness part, that one,
Yeah.
you went straight. Oh, you went straight to it, and you brought up the long hours. He didn't. I'd be very careful with that because that's
So don't
something that
assume.
no, don't assume anything because
Yeah.
now it becomes your problem, not his, because he didn't fully come up with it. So
How would you kind of get around that?
yeah, because if he's trucking, um, to me, it's like, all right, like let's find a problem, and that's usually a common problem for truckers, right? So let's, yeah. So I would maybe see like, oh, so you're on the road a lot, huh? Okay, yeah, yeah. How many days a week? Oh,
Mm.
yeah. All right, sure. And, and how many hours a week? Oof, 60, 70. That sounds rough. Yeah. Yeah. So like, like it's just based on what they're saying. Like, oh,
Yeah.
uh,
Now that you say, I was talking to a nurse today, and I was like, oh, I know some nurses. They work some long ass hours. They're
yeah,
like, yeah, but I only work 3 days a week. I was like, shit.
yeah. Oh, okay. And like, oh, and that's why the rationale question is so important because like even even asking the rationale question sometimes like the tonality of that is very important because what you'll hear a lot of us ask is, yeah, and just so I can see the rationale behind why you might be doing this, but besides wanting to make more money, right? Because we all want that. Like, what's the main reason you're even thinking about doing something like this? Now, the rationale question is really there to move someone, like move someone further down the script, but also to get a second problem, right? So a lot of people will say, yeah, but besides making more money, which isn't really the most effective way to ask that because they've already talked about making more money. It's really to find another problem. So it's like, yeah, so help me understand. Like, yeah, just yeah, like just so I can see the full picture behind why you might be doing this. But besides those long hours on the road and not really having a social life, what's the main reason you're even looking at possibly starting your own business rather than just, I guess, find a higher paying job working less hours or something?
That really
So
hit home, man.
Yeah, so now
Got it.
they in their mind have to go and think of another problem to find for you to justify why this makes sense. But you also just reminded them about the problem they just told you about. So now it's like it just adds to the whole thing of why they need to change the situation.
That's amazing. So I've never thought about it that that question you're actually getting a second problem.
Yeah. Yeah, because
That's
all
amazing.
you're doing is adding on to the problems they already have. So you're making it a bigger problem in their mind. Because they're like, oh, and this, and okay, all right, cool. So when they tell you the main reason why they are looking to change the situation, okay, you could just hit them with the, yeah, and why is that important to you now, though? And they tell you why, and now you're in situational awareness, right? Okay, and before speaking with me today, what have you actually done about solving this stuff? More than likely nothing because they didn't solve it, right? And then you just stay on script.
That
Make
was
sense?
absolutely brilliant. Brilliant advice, man. Buzzing.
Uh,
Thank you very much.
appreciate you. Appreciate you guys.
Cheers,
for-
Joseph, as well.
Yeah. And I think we have time for one more question or role play. And it could be about anything. We might not get a chance to get a role play in. So
I had a quick question.
shoot.
So it's outside of tonality.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. Am I allowed to say a lot of random like qualifying questions throughout the presentation?
wait, what?
So sometimes the customer rambles on or so okay, let me just kind of explain what happened. Friday, I had an appointment and it was because of another solar consultant owner, I guess, another broker needed a Spanish speaker.
Mm,
So I went to the house, we're splitting the commission. And when I got there, she was talking most of the time.
Yeah.
And I know that she was going to end up doing like a high-end solar panel.
yeah.
And so I was trying to get him off of the like result-based thinking, or I'm sorry, price-based thinking, get him into more result-based thinking. So I
Yeah.
kind of asked him right in the middle of like solution awareness. Okay, so does the quality of the panels matter to you? So I
Rough
kind of
one.
threw that. Yeah. And he says, of course they do. And I'm like, oh, okay, how so? Like, do you know what panels you're getting with? Because it was just us against another company. Do you know what panels you're getting with the other company? I'm like, no, I have no idea. So I'm actually getting more like logistical in like solution awareness and just trying to see like what matters to someone. And I've been using
Okay.
that a lot. Does that, and I know that's more of like a qualifying question. Am I allowed to do that throughout the presentation or should I like hold it towards where it's supposed to be, which is qualifying?
Yeah. How is it going for you when you ask that question? Like, does it result in more sales or less sales?
That one's gonna still close. But like
No,
It's-
typically when you ask it.
it's my handicap because I'm so used to saying like our advantages and benefits. So
And, like-
instead of like
Wait,
you know what I'm
wait,
saying? Like
wait,
I would be
wait,
like, we
wait,
have
pause.
copper panels and saying all
Wait,
that. So
wait,
instead
hold
of
up.
like
Whoa, cowboy, slow down.
yeah,
Right. Alright, so what I'm gonna ask is, and like that's how you sold before you got into NPQ, right?
so not the matter questions. I'm because Jeremy says
Whoa,
change your
whoa,
statements.
whoa,
No, it
whoa,
wasn't
whoa,
before
whoa,
NPQ.
Okay, yeah, well, see, like in what the reason I'm asking is because like I'm not married to any process. I'm married to the process that gets me the best results. So
Okay.
for me, that's NEPQ. That gets me the best results.
Yeah.
And but that might not be the case for you, right? So like until you have a data set that tells you when I do this, more likely this happens. If you do that and 80% of the time get it close, I tell you do that. But
I
if
see.
like, if what I wouldn't recommend doing is going off of feeling, right? But the fact that you say you that's your handicap, that's good because you're aware, right?
Yeah.
Now it just becomes let's track the data. Now
Yeah.
here's a certain way that I'd recommend you ask that question, right?
Yeah.
Because what it sounds like you're looking to do is induce them to think about results versus cost.
Yeah. And also I'm trying to prevent my old way of selling, which is kind of just telling advantages. So instead of
Yeah.
telling an advantage, I would just ask like, does this matter to you? And
Yeah.
then I'll, yeah.
Yeah, and I wouldn't recommend, because if I might say like, does the quality matter to you? That to me may be a little leading, like, well, who doesn't quality matter to, right?
Yeah.
But I get what you're doing. So what
Yeah. I haven't
recommend-
had that, by the way. So,
Yeah,
and I've been
yeah.
doing that for like 2 months.
Yeah, now that's not saying they didn't think about it though, because when you hear things like obviously, that's them telling you who wouldn't.
Oh,
Because
I
like,
see
you
what you're
know,
saying.
like it's just a
Or
different
of
way.
course, that guy said, of
Yeah.
course. I see
Yeah.
what you're saying.
Yeah, so they're thinking it like, who wouldn't,
Yeah.
right? So a different way of asking would be simply would ask, yeah, and just curious, like, um, are you
'Cause I know
looking for? Are you looking for the cheapest cost, or are you looking for something that actually gets results so that you can X, Y, Z,
Okay.
right? And when I ask that, what I'm doing is I'm separating cost, the cheapest cost, from actually the result they want, right? Like,
Thanks,
so
Ro.
like, so it's like, are you looking for the cheapest cost? Or are you looking for like a system that could X, Y, Z, so that you do X, Y, Z? And now they're like, oh no, I want the result. Oh, okay, makes sense. And you go.
Thank you, Rod. Today is the day you gave me the most amount of nuggets in a video in an hour. Like, I'm gonna rewatch this whole thing. I really appreciate that, man.
I appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
And I think that's it. Are we good? Yeah. Joe, I gotta ask Joe. How does it feel to lose to the Cowboys though? How does
I
it-
think Jaden had his hand up.
Oh,
I just saw
I
it.
got you, Jay. Sorry, Jaden. Sorry. I was being petty with Joseph. I'm a Giants fan, so I take a stab.
That's all right, man.
All right.
This is not related to tonality, but in Joel's and Joe's role play, Joel, you did a great job, by the way, man. I really
Yeah.
enjoyed that. But I noticed when he went into do you like that, it went negative, right?
Yeah.
And I've heard from Matt that sometimes he likes to take that positive. What's kind of like
Yeah.
the rationale between knowing, should I take it positive here, or should I keep digging deep and let him explain why this is such, he doesn't like it?
Yeah, it's different strokes for different folks, because like Matt is like one of the best salespeople I personally know on this planet outside of Jeremy and Marco. And Matt likes to flip the negative into a positive. You talk to Jeremy will just ask what don't you like about it, right? Me, I go either or. So it really just depends on what preferred method you have, because there's no right or wrong answer. It's
Right.
just what's the process that you actually have, that when this happens, I usually do this, right? And like for me, I typically don't flip the negative into a positive, right? I'll just kind of follow the yellow brick road. Like, oh, okay, what don't you like about it? Okay, makes sense. Is there anything you do like about it though? Okay, and then you just go. So
Right.
it just make it as easy for you as possible. So if you have like little tactic hacks where you're like, all right, this happens, I do this. Like, that's all.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you, Rod. It's been great today. Thank you. guys.
You can be more skeptical, like
Yeah,
you don't trust 100% what they say.
yeah,
Like
yeah. All right, you guys are rock stars. Listen, I see. Wait, I gotta read Joseph's comment. I'm from Boston. My family too have been a Pats fans, or I get shut up. That makes sense. That's an objection that I will not handle. So you got to make sure that you stay in the family. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, they're strict about it.
Yeah.
But,
All right, guys. I'll see you next week. Same time, same place.
thanks, man. Bye.
Peace.